could go back to the day we met, I would probably do it all over again. And I would choose not to be your friend. When you ask me, I'll just say I got a man. It wouldn't be no dates, it would be no staying late at my house. It would be no watching movies on my couch.
What's up, guys? It's your homegirl next door, Allure. Welcome to my Allure room. So today I'm rocking Peruvian straight hair from Beauty Forever. This is the initial review because I haven't obviously worn it yet. I got 3/14 and a 16-inch frontal. So this is the density of the frontal. So far so good with both the frontal and the bundles, but I will be doing an updated video on this hair. So come back in a few and I'll let you guys know how it's holding up. I'm using a glue gun to do this because number one, it's so quick. Number two, it makes the hair flat. Number three, it seals the wefts for me. And number four, did I mention how quick it is? So basically I'm going to measure the amount that I need. I'm going to put the glue down and then I'm just going to stick it down. It's really like arts and craft. It's so simple and you just want to make sure that you're using enough glue. You're not missing any spots, but basically this method, I just love it. I love it. After I did the first bundle, I went ahead and did the frontal. I sewed down the frontal, and those lines that you're seeing, I used chalk to just basically draw out how far I want my frontal to go. So those are the lines that you're seeing. But I sewed down my frontal, and then afterwards I just used a little bit of the glue gun to secure it down as well. I ended up using only 2 bundles because it was full enough by the time I got to the top. I had only gone through 2 bundles. The little space that I'm leaving there is so that by the time I get to the top, I can align the tracks more straighter and they all end up going horizontally. Thank God for visuals because I know I am terrible at explaining this right now, but just rely on the visuals. Hopefully you understand. If you don't, go ahead, ask me in the comments. I got you. This part is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm basically cutting off the excess lace and the excess cap underneath the frontal. Don't cut the cap too close to where you sewed the frontal on because you don't want any of your thread to become loose. And we're all done. Psych. You thought. No, this is just the wig after I put in the bundles, and I just wanted to see how it would look because this is only a little under 2 bundles and a frontal. As you can see, that hairline is not popping at all. And so I just want to stress as well how important it is, honey, to customize your frontal because look at those edges, darling. What edges, darling? I was really feeling the natural flow of this hair because it's so light. It gives it more of like a natural type of look. I really wasn't sure what kind of look I was going with, so I just wanted to put it on and kind of like get a feel for the hair, see what I was doing with it per se. But yeah, I decided I was going to go short and about that length, so let's go. First, I got the hair damp, and obviously you want to lay a bunch of things on your floor so that you don't get your surroundings dirty because we're going to be cutting as well. I was doing all of this right above a garbage can. I cut it with some scissors and then I went in with my razor to make sure everything was blunt and sleek. But one thing I do want to stress is that you want to make sure your wig is on the mannequin head straight, or else your haircut is going to come out crooked. Luckily for me, I cut it way longer than I wanted it, and then I tried it on, and then I realized, oh my god, it's crooked. So then I was able to put it back on the mannequin head and cut it even shorter to the length that I want. So tip number 1, cut it a lot longer than you want it, and tip number 2, make sure your wig is on the mannequin head straight.
Watching movies on my couch. Shit went left and now I'm just trying to figure out. Said you'd always be my baby. Said you'd always be my baby. And you always be my baby. And you you said that's my baby. Love the shit out of you. Crazy shit is.
Now it's time to flat iron the hair. This part's pretty self-explanatory, but I basically just straightened it enough to get a little bump at the bottom, just a little bit. So this is how the hair was looking after I flat ironed it, and now I'm just taking some water to flatten down the wig a little bit, and then I'm parting it off, and I'm just gonna customize it.
Yeah, you gonna turn around in front like you don't feel me. I put that on my life that I ain't see this coming. Opened up my heart, I should've never let you come in, but I wish you well though. That's all I could tell you. Maybe in your next life you'll find everything you wanted.
I won't go too into depth about how I customize the frontal because I do have a video on that, but basically I'm just thinning out the hairline and creating shorter hairs at the front so it's not long from the jump.
I would probably do it all over again. And now we're choosing not to be your friend. When you ask me, I'll just say I got a man. It wouldn't be no date, it would be no staying late at my house. It would be no watching movies on my couch. Shit went left and now I'm just trying to figure out. Said you'd always be my baby, then you.
Now I'm just adding some concealer to help it blend a little bit better.
Like that, when I gave you all I had, I gave you the real me, told you all my feelings, and you gonna turn around in front like you. Now you gonna. Watching movies on my couch. Shit went left and now I'm just trying to figure out. Said you'd always be my baby. Said you'd always be my baby. And you always be my baby. And you you said that's my baby. Love the shit out of you. Crazy shit is crazy how you could just turn around and try to play me. Boy, I know that we've been going through some things, but just keep it real is all I'm saying.
Stop, hold up.
I should've never let you. I should've never let you.
Now we're all done and it's time to dance a little bit, take some selfies, and just feel yourself, girl. Go ahead.
I gave you the real me, told you all my feelings, and you gonna turn around in front like you don't feel me.